guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome back to, I suppose, 2022 and the first preview of the season. We're doing Drogheda United today, and Jake Davis is with me today. I might cough a few times because I'm struggling a bit, but how are you, Jake?
Not too bad, Keith, not too bad. Living the dream, you know yourself.
Fair play to you. Obviously, we done the review at the end of last season, and overall it was a good review. I suppose going into this season, we look at the players that Drogheda have brought in. First of all, Dylan Grimes, Dale Rooney, Adam Foley, Evan Weir, Dean Williams, Darren Nugent, Andrew Quinn, Ryan Brennan, Georgie Poynton, Keith Cowan, Sean Rohan, and Sam Long have all come into the club. There's a lot of players there. I think we'll go through in a while the players that left the club as well, but I think I think
we'll be here all day, Keith, if you go through all
we could be here all day if we go through the players individually, but in which we won't be doing. But in terms of players coming in, like, who are the key ones for you? Which are the ones that excite you the most ahead of the season?
Well, looking at the game there last week, I think I think even Keith Cowan, the 36-year-old centre half, Andy Quinn as well from the Dundalk. I was looking at when he came in last week. He looked fantastic at centre half alongside Cowan. Cowan loves pinging a long ball there. I think that's what's good about Cowan in a way. And when he was playing, he did find a few players with the long ball.
Yeah.
I even think Deeg as well, midfield. I think he's going to be a big leader in that squad. Evan Weir, I thought he was brilliant there, left wing back as well. When he came on, he had a few chances on the ball. He actually had a shot on goal as well. It just went wide in the first half as well. Look, I think the new squad, the new players this year, I think Ryan Brennan, he looks okay as well this year. I think it's kind of good as well with Deegan, Markey and Brennan. I think that kind of be a good midfield for us this year. D. Williams as well. He did great up front as well for us in the game against Derry. Adam Foley, he didn't play. I think he had a knock or something like that in the warm-up.
Yeah.
I think he scored there against that loan on Saturday. I don't know, because I seen Chris Lyons scored twice, and someone said Foley scored.
I seen that as well. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think Foley and Lyons got one apiece, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we could be. So, and someone tells in the comments if we're wrong, because I've seen conflicting reports. I've seen where Lyons got two. But even apart from that, I think, Jake, looking at those players that have come in and that, look, you've lost key players, no doubt about it. Mark Doyle, Connor Kane, James Brown, Killian Phillips, all excellent players. Yeah. However, it does look like there's goals in the team. If you look at, obviously, the likes of Markey can chip in, but the likes of, obviously, Dean Williams, a goal poacher. Foley, when he's on it, is a goal scorer as well. Chris Lyons scores goals. There's goals in that team, and whenever you've goals in the team, it's always a good sign, particularly if you are down near, say, the lower ends of the table. If you could get goals in your team, it's a huge thing, and I think they might be spread out there this season. What would you think yourself?
Look, the more goals you get throughout the season, you have more chance of grabbing the points, and trying to stay in the division. Look, if you have the players like Williams and Foley fitting up, man, then look, you see what Foley did last season with Habs in the first during the summer. When he was banging all the goals, and obviously I think he had a sort of a knock, and then Tunde came in and was just doing unreal for Finn Habs in the second half of the season. And then Williams as well when he was at Longford, with the goal. I think he was the top scorer actually for Longford there last year in the Premier.
Yeah.
So,
and he was only there for half the season, by the way.
He was, yeah. I actually remember going up to the game against Waterford when he scored that penalty. And then obviously the cheeky little shot celebration in front of the wall.
You won't mind that if he does that this season a few times, would you?
Oh, man. Yeah. does that to Dundalk, he's already a legend in my eyes. That's what I think. That's what he thinks, man. But no, look, if you have them players fit, and then obviously Markey as well, he can contribute with a goal and assist as well, and maybe hopefully Dylan Grimes too. I think he has a goal scoring ability as well on the wing.
He does.
The more goals we can get, the better, and obviously we can get more points and stay up. You know yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, another player I mentioned that's left the club is Dan O'Reilly. Like, that's 5 really good players. But we were speaking just before we came on, and we feel that maybe Finn Harps are a little weaker than they were last season, as an example, and UCD may struggle when they come up as well. So in terms of staying up and stuff like that, where do you see Drogheda finishing actually? Where would you be happy with, and where do you maybe think they'll finish? Where's the highest they can finish, do you think?
Well, look, I'll obviously have I think UCD 10th. Yeah. They're obviously always going to go up and down. I can never actually see them staying up in the top flight. Finn Harps, they've gotten worse. I mean, you've seen Tunde go to Pats, and you've seen Foley come to us. They've lost other players, So I think they'll finish 9th and possibly us 8th. I don't think this year what we did last year. We were up in 4th, and then we were 5th and 6th, bouncing up and down that table. I think we're going to stay down there for the whole year, but I think we're obviously going to be comfortable enough now staying above 9th. I can't see us now even being dragged into 9th and 10th. So I can see it's been 8th. I can see Shell's being 7th. Obviously, look, you've seen the players he brought in there, Kane, Mark Coyle, Sean Boyd, all them players from Finn Harps, and a lot of Premier Division experience in that squad as well. They have a lot of players to do well. Even Damien Duffman, I think that'll be a big boost there as well. So, look, I think 8th is probably comfortable enough for us. If we can get 7th, great. I can't see it. I think Shells at the moment, I think they're better quality than us. But no, look, I still think we're comfortable 8 for 8 with the quality of the squad.
There's a lot of depth, I think, in the Drogheda squad. You could argue maybe the first 11's a little weaker than last year, but I was looking at it earlier on, and in my opinion, the actual depth of the squad might be a little stronger this year, to be fair, because there are options and there will be good players. Like, for example, throw out, like, Weir is playing left back more than likely, but Rohan has come in as well. He's another left back, and he's coming with a reputation. So that adds competition there as well. And, Ryan Brennan could be in the team one week and not in the team the next week. Same with Dylan Grimes. So you've got that little constant rotation of players coming in and out that I think their actual squad is stronger, but clearly the first 11, you'd have to say, is weaker with those players have gone, haven't it? Isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Look, first off, they deserve their moves. The players are left, Phillips and Brown and Doyle and Kane. But look, the squad is weak enough, but I still think has the quality to stay up. It'll be interesting to see how Weir comes on from. He was at Maynooth University Town, wasn't he? He went in that second half of the season. That'll be interesting to see if he gets on as well. But look, come here. You've got Sam Long and you've got Sean Rotten, the two English lads that come here. Actually, no, Rotten's actually from Swords, but he's actually he obviously played in England. Yeah. I think them two lads would be in that first team straight away. Obviously, if Lincoln don't want to loan out them players just to say, we're only going to be here for numbers or only on the bench. I mean, obviously they want to come up and play and try and improve themselves. I think Sean Rotten at the moment is actually injured. I think he's been missing the first 3 games of the season. But look, I think once he comes in back after his injury, I think he'd be straight into the number 1 spot left back, and then Sam Long as well. I've seen actually Sam Long got the man of the match against Plymouth last week, so I think it'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Doherty, how do you think he'll get on this season? Obviously coming in as the manager, he was obviously Tim Clancy's number 2 for 4 years. It looks like a good appointment, really, doesn't it, for Drogheda, because he knows the club inside out, etc.
Look, it's obviously the best move, I think. Who else could we have gotten out there? What other managers could we have gotten? We could have gotten Ian Morris, but look, now I think he hasn't really been one season in the Premier Division, got relegated. Can we really trust that? And look at Kevin Doherty there. He spent 4 years with Tim at Drogheda. He knows the players well. He knows the club well. He knows the whole setup. He knows the owners well. He knows the board. He knows the chairman. Yeah, I think for him there, that's probably the best move. I think bringing Dara Doyle in, that's a great move as well. I think obviously Dara Doyle was a great manager for Longford last year. He seems like Doyle is a bit of a hands-on coach. He loves to do all the stuff by himself. So
I think he was influential in getting Rowan across, by the way. I think they have a connection with Sword Celtic or something.
I think Sam Long as well. I don't know how Sam Long. I think Doyle might have got Sam Long too. No, it would be interesting to see if he gets on,
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a good appointment as well, personally. I'm looking forward to seeing how Drogheda get on this season. Look, Jake, thanks for coming on. Fair play to you.
No, Keith. Cheers for that.
Brilliant stuff.